put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe you want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Let's go.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on fourth, they're going to try a second time.
Mike, 55, right there in the middle, 55. You better bring it. You better bring it.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. They go play action now. Wilson. This will be caught at about the 6. He'll be ridden out of bounds. Didn't even come close to sniffing the end zone. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a second down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Philip Lindsay with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings offense continues to pour it on. Lutz with the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Junior, if you don't do your job.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Yellow. I've got Lil A. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Right side.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. On second down, here's Barkley. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to drop something good here on 3rd and 13.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. To throw, it's Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Go.
Oh, no.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And this Viking offense is running away with this one.
Bro.
Lutz good on the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half.
After
the
Isaiah
touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line.
Stupid ass.
And all deep in his own territory, coughs up the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
Oh, my God.
And that one is his second fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Brandon Cooks on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings offense continues to pour it on. Lutz with the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half.
Pop him.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Yellow. There's a line. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. 15. Watch the slant. Bang, bang, bang.
They begin with a run by Barkley. He'll have a first down past the 40.
Get him.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 75 yards.
55 points to
and
score.
his guys are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench.
Isaiah's running the whole defense. We didn't even think about this before Isaiah trained defense.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Oh, I'm just trying to win a bowl.
And now out comes Minnesota. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total.
Isaiah, do you use Saints this year?
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
I'm using fucking Brown.
Wilson now throwing again, eluding the pressure right. He's letting it fly for Cooks, and that's caught inside the 35, and all the way down to the 29. A big play there for Minnesota, 43 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Philip Lindsay, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. First carry for James Conner. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And he's got Fitzgerald.
Do they have head-to-head squad?
He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it. Wilson hit, it's loose.
I knew he was going to fumble.
And this will be scooped up by
I knew he was going to fumble.
Isaiah, it's 56 or 7.
Past the 40-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
And now a throw on first down there.
Accurate, Mahomes.
The intended target, Saquon Barkley.
Junior, that's your MVP?
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back impact. That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Malik Hooker. There he goes, right side. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. Now, boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. First down carry for Barkley. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's into the clear. He's at the 30.
Except.
And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Oh, man. I think that's going to stand, partner.
Elliott on for the extra point. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful
I'm thinking one more touchdown before half.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead.
I am not.
Anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
Henry's got it on the left side.
He was wide open. What you want me to do?
Inside the 15 before they drop it. That one goes for 24 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Bang out. Bam.
Isaiah.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
On second down, Wilson. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Larry Fitzgerald in the final seconds of the first half. And this Viking offense is running away with this one. Lutz good on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. This is fielded at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And he will be able to recover this himself to prevent a wacky ending here. But that will be how this first half comes to an end. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, fielded about a yard deep.
Let's go, baby.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Yellow. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
55, my God, 55.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Vikings offense can...
Oh, man.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself.
Damn, Ryan said send it.
I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself.
Yeah.
Get it by myself. I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, that's that like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian.
Send the squads. I'm gonna go ahead and send this trade right now.
I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance. Nails in a 5-star hotel.
I got 40 trophies. What can I do with that? Nothing.
They can't get it by themselves.
That's why you treat women good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself.
I think it doesn't even have girly.
I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Work and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bros on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my head.
Oh, he tried to finesse me. Gurley's out for 8 weeks, broken collarbone.
I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
I'll start him up. You think you bougie, huh? Where do you go for the trophies? I'll save up for damn blonde. Should I start up? What's it called? The ham? Or should I save up for Vaughn? Yeah. Alright, let me buy another receiver. Who's a solid receiver to go to? Devontae Adams. That is Sean. Pretty cool. That was a low-key snipe. I should have got that stuff on day. Overall, it's Tyreek.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I copy, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, I'll deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all.
What does it mean when the player got all those damn coins next to there?
They can't catch up because they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Hit dials, I don't think they can handle it. endless battlefield. It's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years blood, sweat, tears is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man up, man. Oh, deal with the hands.
Hey, Julian Edelman got like a 77 speed.
I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 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 They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best because I am. There's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. You tell us I'm making a name. I put on the jets. The coach regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
STRO, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Uno, no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits.
Junior 4-3 in squad.
Look in the mirror now, feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love
I thought we only lost twice.
now my dreams reality, not going back to you say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting.
I'm playing with y'all niggas. I'm playing. It's about the damn scene. Damn.
Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. Happy to be with you. And CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
Lutz now to kick this one away. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like 200 or like 300 training.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on
Damn,
defense,
Day-Day,
doesn't it? They get
587
everyone
through the
involved.
stadium.
He was a little too fast on that play.
A boost here to start the drive after the penalty. It's 1st and 5. Working from the gun. Rodgers out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
We got tracked by Dion Lewis.
About football being a game of strength and brawn, it's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
This is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Ted Ginn, 35 yards. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Dawson tacks on the point after. And that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Oh, I wasn't talking about you. The new who ran back, trying to get the damn kick return.
What? Why none? Check 55, Mike. Hey, we're pretty quiet, team. We're pretty quiet.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And it's 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Hey, Junior, go and cook. Because that Fitzgerald might be open.
To throw is Wilson. To throw again.
Yeah.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people, so he learned great leverage.
Looking for Gannon, it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And now out comes Minnesota. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it, but a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. Down, Vikings! Phillip Lindsay.
That nigga broke his damn stick, though, I'll tell you that.
And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The New York set to take the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have
pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
Oh, man.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
And the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a time. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Wants to try to add the PAT. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The New York set to take the field. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Myles Jack. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Well, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I'd want to get right back out there and get after them because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after him.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsay. And some room to maneuver. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Oh, he accepted it. He accepted it.
Backwards.
What? Quick, quick.
From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else.
But obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with second and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
David Ruffin.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Now on second and 13. Wilson.
Oh.
Right around the 6. Get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Philip Lindsay with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Vikings are going to
20 plus every game, Isaiah. 20 plus.
Lutz with the extra point. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And New York set to take the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22. Now Rodgers going to throw again. He's going to let this. He's got a man.
Complete.
36 yards on the play.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Rodgers now on first down. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Rodgers going to throw. Jackson's got it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And that takes us from second to third down. From From the gun, it's Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted.
Wow, inaccurate.
Reed, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made by Blake Martinez.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now it's Wilson. Being chased out left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier.
I thought he was gonna come down.
Get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
You got nothing. Check 55 to mine.
They go play action with Wilson. And this one's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Junior, you better run straight for your life.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want him to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there on that scramble.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lindsey. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play there just before halftime. 51 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets.
What?
A big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
He got sacked and fumbled.
Running backs in the backfield to help pass protect. All the receivers in their patterns.
It was not
There's
open.
going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the
How about some
backfield.
elite O-line?
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Barr able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Super Bowl tonight?
Rodgers now to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at the 20-yard line.
I'm not inside the 20.
Good job right there. Good job right there. Check 9. Check 9.
On first down, Wilson under pressure, and they got to him again. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Hey, why am I energized? Hey, why am I energized? Why am I energized? What's going on? What are we doing?
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 44 yards out. Left
woke up
hash.
from.
The kick by Watts is good. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
That was not a dream.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
Hey, yo.
Feeling about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Why are you trying to set us up for failure?
Quick, flying 90. Watch it, cut. He's checking.
Third quarter starts with a run by Freeman. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there.
Reggie White is sitting on me.
Reggie White picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
I'm about to
get back into this
Reggie
game,
White.
and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Now it's Wilson. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And an alley to run. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
That's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. Sliding out of the pocket. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll run with Lindsey. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Throwing is Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight.
Good draw.
Unable to find anyone open.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings find a way to stretch
like I haven't been putting 30-plus a game.
Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Isaiah, do you want to be offense?
This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Troop and Day-Day and just roll.
Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on the Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. From his linebacker spot, that's Derek Brooks with a sack.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes.
He's a hater.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Reggie White getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Play action. Now Wilson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Reggie White. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They're going with Lindsey. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a Jack.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Jack with a sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now he'll let this one go deep, right?
Damn.
That one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he...
Touchdown, Vikings! Philip Lindsay. An 80-yard touchdown. And this Viking offense is running away with this one. Lutz with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Damn Trav.
Left side by Hilton. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves. But they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Derek Brooks able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body.
If you're lucky I'm not
Hands
bar,
on
give him a
hips,
pat on the shoulder.
heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
They cut him that at UCLA.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Able to power through. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the first-round pick of 2014. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. To throw, it's Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ryan Shazier. And an utter disaster as the ball's going to go over on downs at the 2-yard line. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. They'll try to run this one in, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Derek Brooks able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. The Jets on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he's going to go down again.
Anthony Barr.
Anthony Barr getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Yes, too.
Now the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Wild Bill.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers.
Oh, he lobbed it.
And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over.
Why are you hating on me for it?
Already being in the red zone. Wilson wants to throw it. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage. This time a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Check 99.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings.
Exactly.
There.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Rush in. On the 50. 44 to Mike. 44 to Mike. Not today, Mark. Not today. Hey, exit.
Now it's Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jackson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Rodgers. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. One final try now for Rodgers. And that will be incomplete as time has run
out. This is